Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't actually write this up on the board yet. Welcome back to Basic Japanese for people as lazy as me. Episode something 13, 12 maybe? Actually, I forgot to write that. So check it out, I'm in a new school now at Tomita Junior High School in my town. And I've got more classes, which means that I might not be able to make videos as often, but I'm going to do what I can anyway. So check it out. Today, we're going to talk about basic sentence structure. So, like, basic structure. Yeah! Basic sentence structure on Basic Lazy today. So let's get it started. Okay, so on basic sentence structure today we're going to work on simple declarative sentences. Declarative sentences being the ones that make a statement, that do not ask a question or any of those sorts of things. So a declarative statement would be something like, I am a boy. Or like, the sun is bright. That kind of thing. Easy stuff to say. Simple declarative sentences make up the most of, like, any language. For instance, the sentence that I just said, simple declarative sentence make up most of every language, is a declarative sentence. So let's look at how they work in Japanese. In English, you'd say something like, X is Y. For instance, I am blue. I am blue. This verb in the middle here is an auxiliary verb, which in English we've got, am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been, have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, would, made, might, must, can, and could. Those are all the, like, helping and state of being verbs, as we called them back when I was in elementary school. But these ones here, is, am, and we've got are as well in English. In Japanese, they've got a thing called a copula, which is the equivalent of an auxiliary verb and a period. In this case, we'll go, Watashi wa takai desu. Watashi wa takai desu. My kanji's really crap today, but that's fine. Watashi wa takai desu. I am tall. In English, I am tall. In Japanese, it's broken up into these sort of segments. And the segments are sort of like this. Watashi is I. Watashi. Which we'll talk about in part 2 of this video. So yeah, I guess this is like episode 12, part 1, part A, I don't know. Yeah, watashi is I. You use that for, I or me or the self-referential first-person pronoun. Wa, it says ha, of course, but you pronounce it wa in this specific case to use it as the marker of a subject. So in this case, watashi wa. The wa here is saying that in this sentence, watashi is the subject, like the focus of this sentence. So, watashi wa takai desu. Takai here is an adjective. It means, sorry, my kids are just outside here as well. It means tall, or high, or expensive, or any of that sort of thing. So in this one, here would be here. Oh, that was a weird sound. Anyway, yeah, so we've got here and here. And then des is an interesting word like that. So, hey kids, I'm going to have to leave out of here really quick. So, I'll try to get this done really quickly here. But des is that copula that I was talking about. It's the thing that says, this is the end of the sentence. Much like in English, we have the things am, is, are, was, were, being, been, those ones. They have des. And it means, like, is. So these two sort of go together, really. So that's how these sentences generally work. something desu. Okay? So let's look a little bit more into that. Okay, so let's get back to work on this thing. I'm actually at a different school now because I didn't have time at the other school. But I'm back at Autonomy for the last time, which is neat. So let's look at basic sentence structure like I was talking about a minute ago. Something wa something desu. So if I wanted to say, I am a dog. In Japanese, they don't have articles like a, an, or the. So they just sort of say the word that they're doing. It's not really that difficult to sort of learn because there's no extra stuff there. So, in Japanese, this sort of goes like this. A gets taken out. And then you have I am, and then the period sort of thing. I am. You've got that thing from before, remember. Watashi. Wa. And then doesn't get in. And then dog, sorry, I guess you can't really see that. And then you can get dog over here, just like this. And then the period gets put down like this. Desu. Watashi wa inu desu. It's essentially just like that. I am. Watashi wa. Gets taken out. Dog. Inu. Period. Desu. Easy stuff. So you can use that with anything. I am a dog. Hello, Miss Heidi. The kids are out in the hallway still like waving at me and John. But yeah, so that's how these are going to work. So I'm going to teach you some words. Chalk. There's no freaking chalk in here. So right now, we've got personal pronouns. I, you, he, she. よっ、高くつらないで。怒らせるから。Kids are coming in, like, trying to get in the video. We shouldn't do that, because then I'll get in trouble from the principal. But yeah, anyway. I, like we were talking about earlier, is watashi. You. There's kanji for this, but it's complicated, nobody uses it. Anata. He. I don't actually remember the kanji for these ones. Kawa. Kare. Ka. No. Come on, Chalk. Kanojo. So you use any of these. I am. Watashi wa. You are. Anata wa. He is. Kare wa. She is. Kanojo wa. We'll get into it later because it's a little bit iffy in this language. But basically, all of these are important. Watashi, anata, kare, kanojo. Those are all of your easy personal pronouns, at least. So let's try that. Okay, so on this board here I've written 4 nouns. Dog, human, tree, and fish. Dog, of course, from earlier, inu. Human, ningen. Trees, ki. Fish is sakana. So you should practice this now with all of the personal pronouns. I, you, he, she. We have a thing like this. So, I mean, it's kind of crappy, but whatever, that's how it's going to go, because I'm lazy. So, yeah, I'm going to point to the thing, and then I'm going to say it, and then I'm going to color the bit in, because we've already looked at it then. After that, yeah? Okay. So, let's look at it this way. I am a dog. Watashi wa inu desu. I am a person. That's correct. I'm never going to ever do that in my videos. Watashi wa ningen desu. Done. I am a tree. Watashi wa ki desu. I am a fish. Watashi wa sakana desu. If I is watashi wa, do you remember what you is? You are a dog. Anata wa inu desu. You are a person. Anata wa ningen desu. You are a tree. Anata wa ki desu. You are a fish. Like ponyo. Anata wa sakana desu. So now we have he and she. Let's try he first. Do you remember he from a second ago? He is a dog. Kare wa inu desu. He is a person. Kare wa ningen desu. He is a tree. Kare wa ki desu. And finally, he is a fish. Kare wa sakana desu. Last in this set, we've got she. She is a dog. Kanojo wa inu desu. She is a human person. Kanojo wa ningen desu. Why is there no chalk in this room? Next up, she is a tree. Kanojo wa ki desu. And finally, she is a fish. Kanojo wa sakana desu. Easy. So you know that this main rule then is subject wa, object desu. Easy stuff. Now you know how to make simple declarative sentences in Japanese. I'm not going to give you a list of nouns that you can put in there because you can look that up super easy on the internet. Or just get go to jisho.org and type in any word that you want to put into the thing as long as it's a noun. So a desk, tsukue, or giant kyojin, or demon yokai, or any of those sorts of things you can look up. And you can put it in that last little bit thing. Subject wa that thing, desu. Now I know that it's written desu, but in actual spoken Japanese you lose the last vowel sound for a lot of things like that. Like su and shi and tsu and many of those like that. You'll pronounce the consonant sound, but you won't pronounce the vowel sound. So that being the case, makes it so that it's a little bit easier to link words together, liaison words together. You can pronounce them. You're going to sound like you're learning Japanese rather than you can speak Japanese, but it's not wrong. So you can say watashi wa ningen desu if you want to sound like Suisei Seki from Rosen Maiden. Anyway, yeah, so you've got simple declarative sentences. Good job, everyone. I'll see you next lesson.